Something far greater is happening behind the curtains of power. This is not just politics. It's not just economics, it's a spiritual battle intensifying before our very eyes. On one side, in Brazil, Lula; on the other, in the United States, Donald Trump. To leaders who inspire both deep love and fierce hatred, yet, in truth, they are pieces on a much deeper chessboard. Do you really think this fight is just about parties or ideologies? No. This is about values, about the very soul of nations. About which voice will prevail in the world, the one that cries out for eternal principles, or the one that surrenders to the pressures of a global system determined to control everything and everyone. Lula and Trump are not simply battling political opponents, they are standing in the middle of an invisible war where spiritual forces are moving at full strength. It's as if there are two unseen armies, one fighting to keep faith, freedom, and truth alive, and another trying to extinguish those lights and plunge nations into darkness. That's why every speech, every attack, every decision they make carries a weight far greater than it seems. The spiritual realm is at war, and that battle is reflected here on the news, on social media, in the streets. This isn't just Lula versus Trump. This is good versus evil. This is about the future of humanity. While many look only at the political scene, those with spiritual eyes know the real war is being fought in the heavens. And as in every spiritual battle, the prayers and positioning of the people have the power to change destinies. Something far greater is unfolding behind the curtains of power, something the eyes cannot see, but the spirit can feel. This is not just politics. This is not just about governments, laws, or elections. This is a war between two kingdoms, one of light and one of darkness. In Brazil, a man named Lula. In the United States, a man named Donald Trump. To leaders, two nations, to destinies intertwined in a conflict that shakes the spiritual atmosphere of the whole world. They are not perfect men, far from it. But whether they know it or not, they are standing at the front lines of a battle that is shaping the future of humanity. This is not simply about left or right, capitalism or socialism, Democrat or Republican. No. This is about truth versus deception. Freedom versus control. Faith versus the erosion of all that is holy. You see, there is a global system rising, a system that seeks to dictate what you think, what you believe, even what you are allowed to say. It is a system that wants to silence the voice of God in the nations and replace it with a counterfeit truth. And both Lula and Trump, in their own ways, are caught in the middle of this great shaking. One is embraced by the global elite, the other is fiercely opposed by it. But make no mistake, this is bigger than any man. Behind every headline, behind every protest, behind every courtroom battle, there are unseen hands at work. Principalities, powers, forces of darkness that want to enslave humanity and strip away the last fragments of moral order. And opposing them, there is the Spirit of God calling people back to righteousness, to prayer, to the ancient paths of truth. Every decision made in Brasilia or Washington echoes in the invisible realm. Every alliance formed, every law passed, every policy signed, it is all part of the greater war. This is why the world feels as though it is spinning faster toward chaos. The endgame is not about who wins an election, it is about who will rule the hearts of men. Those who can see with spiritual eyes understand the political fight is only the shadow. The real war is raging in the heavens, angels and demons contend for nations. Prophetic words are being fulfilled, the shaking is not coming, it is already here. Subscribe to this channel and leave a like.